Alright guys, check this out. Never seen one of these, I don't think. I can't remember if I have, it was long ago. And it's old, it's a Thorsen. Thorsen 77. Look at that open, look at that simple design. I like this. This is cool. This is just a neat, I mean, if it had a thumb release, it'd be a perfect ratchet. It's just so simple. I'm gonna take it apart. I think this pin comes out. There's a ball bearing in there too. I gotta be careful what I'm doing. Let's go over to the vise where I can hold this in the vise. Yeah, I may be screwing up. Oh well. Okay. Thinking I better not do it that way. Thinking I'm screwing up already. Close this vise up and just drive that punch. See if it'll drive out this way. If it's real hard, I may back up and do something else. Try the other way just to see. I wonder if there's a catch in there. I might be screwing up. I'm scaring myself now. Just yeah, I think that will come out without a lot of pressure. Actually, I think it is going to come out. Let me be right back. I'm going to drop oil in this. Sorry, I didn't know how long I was going to be. A lot of the chrome platings come off of this thing. Yeah, I could probably use some penetrating oil, but I like my oil. Well, that was too simple. There's the pin. Alright, now I got to hold everything together so I don't lose the ball bearing. Let's move the camera. If I can carry all this without falling. Oh, yeah, it'd help if I had someone to hold the camera and do everything for me. You know what? Hold on a second. I'm running out of linen, so. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, that came out. I know there's a ball bearing in there. Oh, it's a big ball bearing too. Look at that. And there's a big old spring in there. Is it stuck in there? Ooh, it don't want to come out. Well, guess what, folks? That spring's in there. It does not want to come out. I can pull on it and it says no. Huh. Okay, now how does this come out? Dumb question. I didn't think that far ahead. Okay, there's no keeper here. There's no keeper, nothing here. Man, that's shimmed. You're talking nothing there. So what holds this in place? Is that pressed in? I'm gonna tap on it just a little. Now there's something. There's something. Let's see here. There's a clip in there. It's got to be the tiniest shim. We're only talking like 30 thousandths. Huh. Okay. I guess that means I don't take you apart. How in the world? This, if that's pressed like that, no. There's no movement. There's something. Okay. Think stupid. There might be a pin on the outside edge here. Might be a pin on the outside edge right here, maybe. No, that would be over-engineering. That is truly an over-engineered if somebody had a pin on the outside. Look at there. There is. I didn't even see. I was looking at that. Look at that. There's a clip. Shim right there. It's a shim or a clip. I don't know. It looks like a clip. It is a clip. It goes on that. Aha. Look at there. Hang on. There. That clip goes right along the edge of that. Right along the edge of that. Look how thin that clip is. So, if they engineered a clip on this, I'd almost bet money there's a clip in here. Problem is, it's probably a lot stronger steel. Stupid glasses. So I'd have to figure out a way to get. I wonder if I can get a feeler gauge in there. Let's see if I can open that up just a little bit. Shine a light down in there. I bet you that's what it is. Let me look under the magnifying glass. I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe there is a clip under here, but I don't have a shim. I don't have any way of getting. I can't see it, but there's got to be something holding that. And if I beat this out, I'm afraid I might break it. Even if I press on it, put steady pressure with the hydraulic press, I'm afraid I'll break it. So, I may have to clean it as is. Well, that stinks. Huh. Yep. I thought this was going to be a quick, easy video. Man, oh man. Yeah. I thought maybe there might be a pin on the outside radius of this that you could press out and then the whole thing will come apart. But after seeing that this has a little spring clip in it, then I'm sure that's what that's in here, because they would have engineered it pretty much the same. I know some companies over-engineer things, but you know, assembly line, this stuff, they probably had somebody sitting there and they dropped the piece in there and they pressed it in, went through another section and went on down like that. So, all right, I guess I'm just gonna have to clean it as is. Well, that stinks. Wonder if I put it in that solvent. Yeah, might as well put it in that solvent and clean it. Yeah, let's do that. We might as well use that stuff. All right, I'll be back. So I don't lose the magnet, put it on, the ball bearing, I'll put it on the magnet. All right, guys, I'm gonna clean my little Thorsen 77 ratchet here. Funny, I'm cleaning a Thorsen ratchet and working on a PNC 10-inch adjustable wrench. Did some reading earlier. History on Thorsen was started by a man who left PNC to start Thorsen Tools. It's kind of cool. And by the looks of this tool, it's an older one. Plating's not very good on these though, I've realized. They didn't, I guess back in the day, back in the 30s and 40s, the plating wasn't as good as it is now. Just brush this down real good, and then I was going to wire wheel it. Wonder if I could get a little toothbrush in there. I'm just tired. All right. I might even use a little carburetor cleaner on it now just to see what I get. Alright guys, I'm going to polish this up a little bit. I don't know how well. It's the plating is really beat up on this. But, you know, got to expect it's being 70 or 80 years old. But But anyways, let's fire up this booger and see what we got. Alright, getting back to this Thorsen ratchet here. I just polished it. I hate to really put a lot of work into something like this because it's just an usable tool. I don't, you know, getting back to, I don't really want a piece of artwork. I don't need a piece of artwork. I gotta clean the polishing compound off now. Look at that. Look at the polishing compound. Black. The knurling on this thing is beat up, man. Whoever, they used the crap out of this thing. They used it a lot. I mean, you can't blame them. That's what the tool's for, is to be used, and really didn't abuse it that bad. They didn't just maintain it, that's all. Which, you know, some people, this is probably used in a garage somewhere, as much use as in grease it had on it. It wasn't, definitely wasn't just left laying around. Clean the inside, just this part here. We'll put a little grease down in here. Spring would not come out, and I didn't want to force the issue, so I'll leave it like it is. Oh, I gotta clean the ball bearing. It's covered in I don't know if it's rust or grease, or a combination thereof. I think it's both. Yeah, it has some grease, some light rust, but I'm going to put this thing back together and grease it real good. Let me grab some grease. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Well, that sucks, the big green one. I lost the E-clip on the back side of this. Well, that truly stinks. I get doing 2 and 3 things, and that's what I get. That I deserve that. I really do deserve that. I didn't put it on the magnet. Did I? Nope. Oh, that sucks. All right, well, not putting this thing together today. Shit. I've lost the damn little E-clip. Spring clip, actually, I think is what it was. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm tired anyways, and I done screwed up. I'll do something. All right, guys, see that? Found it, staring me at the face over by the grinding wheel. I must have dropped it. I'm gonna quit after this. I'm just frustrated with myself. Anyways, I'll leave that in the video. I won't edit it. People see that I make mistakes. Other people will make them. Hopefully, don't do what I do. You get to a point where, you know, you're used to doing things, and then you stop and go do something else, and then next thing you know, you've lost a part. I'm just going to put a light coat of grease on everything. Oh, sorry, here. Sorry. Try to get this in the video here. I put grease on the spring, and then I'm going to put a light coat of grease on this E-clip. Let's back this camera out just a little bit. Lay that down in there, and just give it a light coat of grease on top of that. It's kind of unique because this tool is just open to the weather, to the elements, just to every dirt. This is where I'm gonna be tricky. And I just got the grease. I'm gonna have to do something, since I've never taken one of these apart. I may have to stand this up. I wonder if I can get my finger in there. You gotta laugh when you're having troubles. You just gotta laugh. There ain't nothing. Now, if I push this down, and then, oops, slide. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Maybe, if I can get everything together. Okay. Now I've got to push the ball bearing because it does not. I push the ball bearing so I can center the hole. This clip. And I know I got the E-clip on top. So now, got to line everything up and push that in. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? All right, let's try from the bottom and go up. There we go. Now, I think I have to tap it. Let's see. I did. That's it. That's it. So I really don't know how to maintain these, or you know, I'm just gonna put a little bit of grease on the light coating on everything, just to you know, rust, whatever. Actually, man, that makes a world of difference. There's a little bit of grease right here I didn't see. You know, the teeth on this aren't worn as bad as the Cornwell, but as much use as this thing looks like it's had, I mean, it's had a lot of use, I'm sure. Tell you what, before we go any further, let me squeeze this detent and put a little drop of oil down underneath the detent. Cool. I'm not going to put a coat of wax or anything on this one. It's a good usable tool. Alright guys, I present you a Thorsen 77. Old school. This thing's 1930s. I think, I'm pretty close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 1930s, mid-30s. Some of these were bare, I believe, and some of them were chrome plated, and this one's got a chrome plating on it, or what's left of a chrome plating. You can see the plating. I polished it. It's not a super fancy, high-end, but I don't care for that. This is just a usable tool. I will not use this outside. I probably won't use this on any mowers or anything like that, but it'll be, I could use this on my truck or vehicle, or if the mower's inside the shop and the mower's cleaned off, something like that, definitely you can use it on there. Look at that. A nice half-inch drive for $1. You know, got a little labor, little effort in it, maybe an hour's worth of cleanup. Nothing fancy, just a good old ratchet. And it's been used. I mean, come on, look at the knurling. It's not like this thing sat around someone's toolbox. I wish something like this could tell a history, where it's been, what it's done, what it's worked on. Can you imagine a tool like this could have worked on an old Packard or an Edsel? You know, some old vehicles. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like my videos. I'm trying to put out just good old tools, just reuse what I find. You know, it doesn't have to be, they don't have to be mint condition, pristine tools. There's a lot of tools out there that people discard and doesn't realize they're very usable. And it was covered in rust, it didn't look that good, but still, I mean, okay, yeah, it's not a 100-tooth ratchet, it doesn't have thumb release, but this would make someone, you know, it'd still make a 16-year, 17-year-old that still worked with his hands or was working with his hands starting out, this would make a good tool for somebody. I mean, it's usable. I don't know how else to say it, it's just a good tool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like my video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm trying to get that 1,000 subscribers, which it's difficult. But I really appreciate you guys that watch videos and that comment. I do read every comment, and I do answer them. Some days it takes me a couple days, especially my work schedule, which sucks. It takes a day or two, sometimes a week before I can even get back to them. but I really do try to answer every comment. All right, guys, y'all have a good evening. Thanks.